Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and to a... That was no good, was it? That's not a very good intro. Just thought I'd give you a quick update video on what's been going on here in December. It's been reasonably quiet. We have sold a few vehicles. It's okay for this time of year. We're certainly not living on baked beans at the moment, but you know, it is quiet, let's be honest. It's December. People don't really want to buy cars in December, but we have managed to shift a few on, which is always good news, and it's kept us busy as well. And it's also given us a chance to catch up as well with some dead cars and stuff that's jobs have been putting off as well. So it's been okay in the last few weeks. We're now getting towards Christmas, and we're basically about to go into the last week, next week. So we'll see how that fares for us. But let's have a quick look around the pitch first, see what's sold, see what's on the pitch, and any update as well on what you've seen previously on the channel. So let's go and have a look around the pitch. Right, let me show you what's been going on the pitch. I've sold a few bits. Been okay, I suppose, for December. I wouldn't say we're on fire, but for the time of year, I ain't complaining. I had a figure in mind what I wanted to do this month, and we've just passed that now. So I think we've probably got another couple more sales in us as well before we close up end of next week. We'll see what happens. But a few bits have gone out. So we've had a Dacia go out, Sandero. The red Sandero, which was here in one of the last videos, that went sold straight away. That did. We had a guy on that who was torture, really, to be fair. He was really struggling with making a decision on it. Went on for about 3 days, kept coming and test drive, and then he had a look at something else and come back to it. And then he decided one day he was going to come in and buy it. He came in that day with his dad, literally about to walk in the office to buy the Dacia, and no sooner had he got into the door that his dad said, "Are you sure?" He said those words, "Are you sure? Are you sure you don't want to have a look at X car? You want to have a look at the Clio over there again?" And that was it. We've gone all the way back to the beginning again, and then spent like another day basically having a time wasted. Let's be fair, on that particular car, and he just basically couldn't cope with the decision and had to go home again. It was just a nightmare. So the relief when actually he went home, and 20 minutes later, a lady came on and just went out in it and immediately said, "I'll buy it straight away, no messing about." So it was on sale for about 4 days, and we got a buyer on it, and that's gone out, went straight for MOT, no issues, serviced it, it's gone out, and yeah, all's been well so far, so that's been great. I like it when that happens. The guy came back as well, and obviously he was like, "I'm sorry mate, it's sold." I was like, "No." Yes, it was sold, and really you've only got yourself to blame. But anyway, luck would have it, he then went away, come back, and then saw a Corsa. We had a couple of Corsas come in. We saw this one, this 64 plate Corsa, done 47,000 miles, which we had on sale for like a day. And obviously he learnt his lesson the first time round. He came straight on, test drove it, bought it immediately. He didn't hang about with that one. So 3995, that has gone out the door. Really pleased with that. We've done really well out of that car, and that's a trade-in we bought from a friend of mine. Yeah, so we've done well out of that one. So that's going out on Monday. So it's Friday today, but it's going out Monday. Going to finish final clean on it. It's been through MOT, that's been done. We've done the usuals on it. We do on these with a few bits we change, like EVAP valves we change on them, rock cover gaskets, we always do those. Sorry, rock covers and gasket, we always do them because they always break. Just the usual stuff. It doesn't need a chain, so on that one, which is a rarity on a Corsa, but that one's okay. Serviced it obviously. And a thermostat housing as well, we usually do them as well because they're always prone to going. All the usual sort of foot course bits that fail, so we just do them as prevention, so you can get a better peace of mind, but they don't cost that much to do either. So that's done, so that's going out Monday, so that's good. We managed to get the 2 sales from 1 car, which is always a bonus. We've also sold a little Seat Ibiza, which was there, which is now on the ramp, as you can see here. That was a very cheap car, 1850, last of the old shape Ibizas. Nice thing, 1.4 petrol. We put a clutch in it. I think last time you guys saw it, it was on the ramp, on the truck. We just brought it in. It cleaned up really well, lovely car. And a guy came on yesterday with his mum, a young lad, and he bought it. First car for him. He's really pleased with it. I think it'll be a smashing car for him. So that's just having basic brake strip and clean, final service, and then we'll get it off for MOT probably early next week. Look to get that out as soon as possible, really. But yeah, that's another one we sold. We've got a few other bits as well that went early in the month. So all in all, it's been reasonably okay. On sale wise, well, we've had a little bit of a shift round, moved and angled the cars a little bit. We've got a little Corsa on sale, little 07 Corsa, done 70 odd thousand, little 1995er. Not made up with a shore with this grill on it. It's got one of these sort of fake Hermisher grills on, and I'm not sure whether or not to change the grill back to the original. I'll let you guys decide and let me know your thoughts on that. Bear in mind, it's the youth that could probably end up buying this car, because we sell so many Corsas to young lads and girls, and we've had interest on it already, so I'm just a bit sceptical about, you know, maybe is it just the wrong time of the year and it's not the car, or is it the car? I don't know. We'll see. We can always, I've got a spare grill for it somewhere anyway, so we could always potentially look to change it back if it's if I think it's becoming an issue. But it is a clean car nonetheless. Wheels a little bit scuffy, if I'm being critical of it. The rest of the body's quite clean. It's got good miles on it. We're putting a new chain on it. It's been serviced, so it will be a good, decent car for someone. Could get a few years out of that for someone, would surely. But what else we got? We've got the 500 on sale. That's been a bit of a nightmare, that, to be honest with you. We bought this a few months ago. It's put up a hell of a fight, but we've got there with it. So it's adding brand new rear axle done on it, and I mean brand new rear axle. It's because the other one was basically rotten. It's adding new shockers on the back. It's had all brake pipes redone on the back. It's wheel cylinders, back to the whole lot. We had the wheels repainted because they were all scuffy and horrible. We had to put a steering rack on it because that was notchy. So we managed to get a rack off a friend of mine who breaks them. Put that on, tracked it, new track rod ends, and now it drives absolutely spot on, and it's come up well. So we're pleased with that. It's been put up a fight, and it's tested us a little bit, that car, and I nearly binned it off to the auction and thought, you know what, I can't bother with it, just try and get my money back. But I persevered, and we got it right in the end. So pleased, really, we did get on with it, because they do sell, and I think we'll probably get rid of that in the next few weeks, to be honest. I think that will sell. We never usually struggle with Fiat 500s. They're just a bit of a pain to sort of prep. Same with Corsas. You have to sell these Corsas, you have to sell 500s. They're unnecessary evil, but they are a bit of a nightmare to prep, to be honest. What else we got here? We've got Clio. I'm surprised that hasn't sold, that Clio. I'm really surprised. Needs a wash. In fact, a lot of cars on the pitch need a wash today. I'm going to do that this afternoon. There's a lot of cars that need re-washing. We've had a bit of bad weather over the last day or two, and it seems to have dried up now and leaving the cars a bit mucky, so get the old sponge and bucket out in a minute. But this is a hell of a car. It drives beautiful. It's facelift Clio. They're really good cars, 1.2. Great little first cars, and we get people on it. We've had test drives on it, and it's faultless. Genuinely, it's faultless. But we just always seem to then veer off and buy something else. Usually a Corsa. So it's just a bit of a slow burn, Clios. But they do go in the end. I mean, they all go in the end, I suppose. We've got the Corsa diesel has come in. We bought this the same time as the 64 plate we've just seen before. This is a private sale, so private walk-in. Bought it off an old boy. He's had it for years. One former keeper, full history. So 1.3 diesel. I'm not a great fan of the 1.3 diesel. Not saying they're a bad engine. People think they're more reliable than they probably are. I've seen a few with smoky turbos and injector problems and stuff over the years, so I'm a bit sceptical of them. But this one is, in fairness, is a good one. It is a good one. It's got full history. Don't run out 80 foul, so it's all right, and it's a 5-speed. The 6-speed 1.3s and sort of they got in some of the early Corsas and particularly the Astras and stuff. I won't buy the 6-speed box in any, no matter what engine's in it. I won't buy 6-speed boxes because they're horrible and they break. The early sort of Vauxhalls of this year. So don't buy them, but this one's all right, so I don't mind this one. They're very cheap to run. They've got a bit of poke in them. They're good, and obviously chassis is very favourable. So really, for value, they're all right, really. And this is a nice one in grey. It's priced sensibly. Nice wheels on it. Specced out okay. So yeah, it will sell. Corsas always sell. Little Clio's on sale. Little Campus Clio. Got that up. That's come up really smart now. So we've got to put a clutch in that. So that's gone on sale. We've also, what else we got going on here? We've got the Modus. We dropped that down in price to $14.95. Really on reflection of the Clio over there, really, because it was a couple £100 dearer the Clio, so I thought better drop that. So I've dropped that down, bit of price reflection. It's the cheapest car on the pitch now at $14.95. What else we've got to look at? Well, we've got to sort out the A-Class as well. We've done a few bits on that, engine mounts and stuff. We've sorted them out, so you need to get that in, final checks, and finish that off. We've got a couple of IBFers. We've got one here and another one over yonder we need to sort out as well. One's got a steering fault we need to sort out. The other one's got a clutch fault we need to sort out. We've got the Captiva in. That is a trade vehicle, so that's one that's not going on the pitch. It's not electric, by the way, in case you're wondering why the plug's in it. It's got the dehumidifier in it. It's been to the valeters last night, and it's obviously the weather's not very favourable for drying, so we'll just put the dehumidifier in. But that is a trade vehicle, so I've give 700 quid in trade. I bought 3 or 4 cars off a mate of mine, and that was one of them. And so we've basically decided to trade them on. I can probably going to have a, well, might ring a couple of guys on it, see if they want it. If we don't, then it will go to auction. It does drive reasonably okay, in fairness, but they are a big old bus. I'm not a fan of these. They suffer with all sorts of problems. The engines are a bit sort of, they choke up and suffer with injector and DPF faults all the time, and not the best. They can suffer with problems with really bad oil leaks, particularly around the sump, and they're a nightmare to fix. So that's why I don't really retail them. Everyone I ever come across seems to have an oil leak, and they're just really, really big job to fix on them. Really big job. It actually, you wouldn't think it on a sump, but it's a massive job. You've got to take all the transfer box off, everything. It's a huge job. So it's not really, so on that basis, because of that and other things that go wrong with them, I don't really want to be selling that and then putting a big warranty. I'm to stand on that for many months. So to me, it's just not a vehicle we're going to get involved in. It's just easier to trade that on. I don't really like this sort of big tub stuff. You know, I'm not a man who's going to start selling big 4-wheel drive stuff, because it's just you're opening a can of worms up. You've got to be really sort of on the ball with that sort of stuff and heavily involved in it. And we're just not our bag, to be honest. I stick to what we know. So that's probably what we're just going to trade on. If we can't get a couple hundred quid profit out of it and move it on in the trade, we'll just send it to auction. It'll probably do £1,300-1,400 in an auction. So we've done about 89,000 miles. Someone who wants to have a gamble with that, probably a 2.5 grand car. So it's just not for us. It's all well and good selling it, but it's the chance of it coming back, and they drive all right, but they are problematic. It's not for me. And sometimes, guys, your first profit is your best profit. So if I can get a few hundred quid out of that and move it on, that's what will be happening with it. Quickly show you the Juke, the bad boy Juke. You've seen this in a video recently. Now missing a seat. I've had to get a man to sort the seat out. Could not get a seat for this on eBay for love of the money. Later shape, no problem. These early ones from 10 to 13 plate, I think they're called, I think F11 or something they're called, or F12, I can never remember the name. But anyway, that shape, that model, the seats are unique to that side, to that model, and you just couldn't find them. Everyone is knackered. I could find rear seats, I could find passenger seat, but I could not find a good driver's seat. So I've had to find a trimmer who's going to sort it out for us. Look at the state of this, it's horrible. Desperate need of a valet. But yeah, he can sort it out. So he's going to put the seat back, going to put a new piece in and put a new piece of foam in and freshen the seat up for us, which is good. And it's not going to cost the earth either. Look at about 50 quid to refurb the seat, so I ain't complaining at that level. And it was only down the road as well. I didn't even know he was here, which is always good. So we need to sort that out. We need to get it valeted, new set of mats in it, and then crack on with the rest of the jobs. Sort the door out, exhaust. There's just so much to do on this car. But the wheels need doing. They need to go off to be stripped and painted. But I think we can turn that around and hopefully make a car out of it, because it will sell. Not my cup of tea, a Juke, but they are good sellers. You have to stock what sells.
So anyway, thank you for watching this video, guys. I will give you a update next week before I close on what's been happening, if we sell any more vehicles, and some progress reports as well, what's been coming through the workshop. I think it's about time now I get a spot of lunch and then get myself a power wash out and get these vehicles cleaned, because they're all starting to look a little bit sort of mucky, and Saturday is upon us, and Saturday is a great day for selling. So we're going to get these all cleaned up now and hopefully see if we can score some more sales this weekend. So thank you for watching this video, guys. If you haven't done so, please press that like and subscribe button, because it helps me out immensely, and I'll see you all in the next video.